So after my water is boiled, I'm going to press my flour. I'm not going to make a lot of chapati today because I don't have a lot of people who's gonna eat the chapati. I'm going to pour the flour. For today, I'm going to use the white flour. For people, there's some people who like using the brown flour, maybe for reasons. Sometimes I use the brown flour, but let me use the white one right now. I'm going to use 1.5 cup of white flour. 1.5 cup of white flour. Here you can see it. From there, I'm going to pour the salt. Before I put water, some people start using water, pouring water, sorry. Sometimes they pour water, then they start adding the flour little by little. But for me, I prefer adding the water first, adding the flour first. Then I put salt. I put some honey. I don't really like chapati which has a lot of sugar or a lot of salt. So I'm going to pour the salt. Again, I add the little oil. Again, I can add a butter. If you want, you can even add a little butter. But don't put a lot of butter because chapati needs oil when you're cooking. And I prefer not having an oily chapati. I like to eat the chapati which is a little bit, not very oily, dry, little bit, but soft, remember. So in this flour, I'm going to put the salt, a half teaspoonful of salt. Again, I'm going to add 1 tablespoonful or 1.5 tablespoonful of honey. And then I'm going to pour the oil. I mix them together. Then I'll start adding my water little by little. The reason I put water to the last process, it is because sometimes if you put the water first, then you pour the oil, sometimes they can be sticky. You will end up using a lot of flour to add. So you are supposed to put the water little by little until the dough is soft and it's not sticky. Okay, here is the salt. Put a little salt in your flour. Remember not to put a lot. Instead of I use sugar, some people use sugar. If you don't have honey, you can use sugar. But for me, I prefer adding honey. It's a bit healthy. It's healthier than the processed sugar. But it depends. Even the sugar, it's okay when you're pouring or when you're using. It doesn't mean that it has a problem for you, but for me, I like using the honey. But it's when I'm making the home chapati for my little family. So it depends. It depends on you, my friends. So here I'm going to use the honey. This is my honey. As you can see, the honey. Make sure not to put a lot of honey because you know the flour contains sugar also. The wheat flour contains sugar, I think so. You can write there in your comments and tell me how do you feel when you are putting honey in your chapati. Guys, I think this one is enough. First of all, I'm going to mix the flour with the salt and honey. After I mix the flour with the salt and honey, then I'm going to add a little oil or little butter. I mix again. After I mix them again, then that's when I'm going to add my water little by little. kneading little by little until it is enough. I'm now mixing the salt, flour and honey. Remember not to mix them in water, just in the dry flour. Make sure you mix well. You have mixed the flour. Now I'm going to add a little oil to my flour. I'm going to now pour the oil. Don't pour a lot of oil, just enough. Then I will mix my oil. I mix the oil together with the flour. Make sure you mix them well. You mix them well. Don't need the crumbs to be left there. Some of them have oil, others don't have. Mix gently. Mix everything. Make sure you mix them gently. You can crush the lumps which are in the oil lumps which are there. You crush them so that the flour will mix very well. Make sure it is well mixed, my friends, for you to make nice and soft chapati. Chapati is it's not very easy to make. So, and it is easy and it's not easy to make. Especially if you don't know, the first process is very important for making chapati. If you mess up the first process, your chapati is going to be messed up all the way through. So keep your eyes here, so that next time you can make very soft chapati. But if you're a beginner, you should start with just few chapatis, not many. I think now my flour is okay now. I think it's okay. I can now start pouring water little by little. Remember, it was warm water. You can use hot or warm. It depends on you. But pour little by little. Don't pour a lot of water. You pour a little, then you knead. You pour a little, then you knead. My guys, the water is a bit hot, but it's good for now. Again, it's not well. It is not well mixed because I need to add more water. Remember to add little by little warm water. I prefer warm water all the time. But even you can use cold water. Some people like using cold water. Yeah. Make sure you mix them very well. Keep on mixing. I don't think I need more water. Now what I need is a kneading process, which is now will take 8 to 10 minutes kneading. You need to knead 8 to 10 minutes, guys. Now my dough is becoming more soft. It's good, as you can see. It's almost be done. It's almost be okay. After kneading it for about 10 minutes, actually I mixed it for about 10 minutes. I'm going to remove my dough from the kneading pot. Then I need to press it on my kneading now table. Remember to roll. You roll it. Roll, roll, roll. Make sure it mix very well. Mix very well. You can here in this process, you can add a little oil. Let's just add a little oil. That one is enough. You see the oil. Mix it. Mix, 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 guys. Mix very well. My tray is a little bit moving. Thank you for watching. Keep watching, keep joining. Then you knead it. You mix this oil. You mix the oil. You continue mixing until the oil is no more coming out. Make sure you squeeze your dough very well. You roll as hard as you can. You take this process for about 8 minutes. Now my dough is good, it's okay, as you can see. It's really very good. Then from there, I'm going to place it again to my bowl. I pour a little oil, very little oil, like that one. Don't use a lot of oil because chapati use a lot of oil when you are cooking them. This oil is just to, I just smear all the sides so that my dough won't stick on the other side. So it'll be easy for it to come out. This is my dough. Then I press my dough to the bowl. I leave this dough for about 30 minutes, but the longer the dough stay, the soft it becomes. But for me, I usually place it for 35 minutes. That minutes are enough. But I'm going to cover it. But since this towel, the air will come out and it can be hand here. I'll first place a polythene paper so that it will remain soft, but to avoid the hard layer, because the cloth will make the air to go in and it will harden this top place. I will first of all I place the polythene. This is to prevent the top to be hard. Then I'll cover it with my cloth. I'll place here for about 30 minutes. Then I'm going to roll my chapati and they are going to be ready. Wait until my chapati is good And I'm also going to show you how I'll make a side dish to eat this chapati. Because you should know, I told you earlier that a chapati, you can eat chapati with beef stew, chicken stew, vegetables if you're vegetarian. You can even eat it with tea, anything. Chapati, they are staple food in Kenya. Thank you. Now, my friends, I'm here to I think my dough is now ready. I need now to make some small dough so that I can start making chapati. You can see it here, it's very soft. Wow, it's looking so soft. And if you want to know that your dough is ready, when you just poke with your finger, it will come out clean. As you can see, it will come out very clean. Yeah, that's how you know that your dough is ready. Now I'm going to remove my dough from its pot, from doughing pot. I'm again going to roll it again. I should roll it again so that the air which was there inside can come out. So from there, I will start cutting in small pieces. That's when the process of making chapati starts. Make sure you roll them again very well. You roll them so that the air which was there can come out. As now you can see my people. You can see now my dough is here. Yeah, it's ready. Now I can I can separate small pieces so that I can start making my chapati. Now I'm gonna pour some little flour there. Now I want to start kneading. Yeah, this is my big dough, as you can see. It's well pressed and smooth. Can start rolling. I roll it out. I roll, I roll, I roll. Now I think I have finished rolling my big dough. It's well. The shape is good, it's perfect. Make sure it's not so thin. Remember, I want to make a soft layered chapati. And it should be so soft. And it should be having layers. I'm going to put to cover with some little oil, as you see. Then I smear it very well. You smear very well all the sides, as you can see. You smear. Make sure all the sides have got oil. This is the big dough. Then I'm going to separate small doughs. This is how we are gonna make the small dough here. I'm going to cut them in thin slices. As I told you, I'm not going to make so many chapati. I'm just going to make few chapati because I don't have many people who's gonna use chapati. So I think this can make 5 chapati. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are 5 chapatis. From there, I'm going to roll them. I roll. This to make your soft chapati to have layers. It's gonna be so soft. It will look like this. It will look like this, the way it is. Then you can put it together into small dough. Put it together like this. I'm going to place it side. I do the next process. With the second chapati, I roll the other one. I use the same process. Use the same process. And in case you see they are bigger than the size which you want, you can separate the dough. This is the third one. I repeat the same process till all of them are done. As now you can see my chapati, I've finished separating the dough. Now they are small dough. Actually, my chapati now they are 6. This is the dinner for 2 people. I can place some flour. Place some flour so that they don't become hard. Just like that. Then you cover them. Make sure you cover them for about 15 minutes. Cover for about 15 minutes to make them more soft, guys, to make them more soft. I've now covered them. Then I'll wait for about 10 minutes to 15 minutes. Then I'll start rolling my dough. My chapati is ready. I'm going to pour some flour so that don't stick. Then I'm going to roll them. I want to show you how to roll. I roll one of it. Then the other, they follow the same process. Remember to keep them in shape. We always love a round chapati. You roll and make sure you don't thin the center. If you thin so much the center, your chapati is going to be very hard in the middle. So make sure you concentrate with the sides. Concentrate with the sides, not in the middle. I'm just going to show you how you roll it. Since I have put a lot of oil before, I don't want to put some other oil there. It's going to be excess. But some people roll using oil again. Everybody has his own way to cook the chapati. But the better part is when what you're making is perfect and it makes you happy. This is my chapati. As you can see, is perfect, although it's not very round, but doesn't matter a lot to the moment. The first chapati sometimes doesn't be so round, but it's now okay. This is how we make the chapati. Now the next process is to cook them. I'm going to show you how we place the fire. After placing the fire, then we make sure that we heat the cooking pan first. We wait for it to heat, and then we can reduce the heat. I'm going to heat my pan, my friends. Time to heat the pan. The chapati is almost now going to be so perfect. This is the cooking, the flat pan. I like using the flat pan. The flat pan always is good than this not round, because this one cooks very perfectly. I like using this one rather than the other pans. But you can use any pan depending on what you are used for. Make sure you heat the pan before starting cooking the chapati. It's time now to make my chapati. There, it's cooking. Wow. Press it in the middle. Make sure it is in the middle, and mind your hands, guys. Mind your hands when you're cooking this thing. Yeah, press it in the middle, then wait it to cook one side. There's my chapati cooking. I'm going to show you. Let it first dry the one side. Then from there, the cooking process starts. You can see now it is cooking. It is cooking. My heat I should now, because the pan is now hot, I should now reduce the heat, but it should be moderate, not so low, not so high. As you can see, this is doing well. Cooking is doing well. Have to flip it. You flip. It's doing very, very much well, my friends. Doing much well. I put some oil there. Then I have to keep on stirring. Have to keep on stirring this chapati, because I don't want it to be burned. The reason I'm rolling it like this, I don't want it to cook one side. If you don't roll it like that, it's gonna cook one side. And again, sometimes you squeeze it like this. The reason is the chapati should be cooked all the sides, not in the middle, every side. As you can see, my chapati is coming well. Wow. I wish you are here, my friend. Then we eat this chapati, soft chapati. You can see the bubbles are coming because chapati are soft. You can see the bubbles. You can see the bubbles. I want to show you the chapati. Wow. So you see it's golden brown. It's having some leopard. The leopard patches. It's looking beautiful. And it is soft, as you can see, guys. It's very soft. Very soft and crunchy. Look at the way it is coming out. I like cooking chapati. And the secret is when you use the flat pan, your chapati is going to be cooked everywhere, every place. Make sure it is golden. Don't overcook it. Don't overcook it. Now that is my chapati. My chapati is ready. You can see both sides. Now this thing. My chapati is ready. As you can see both sides. Then I'm going to place it here and cover it. You can cover them with a something. You can use a paper that can take the oil out. You can use the serviette any. Thank you so much. Let's keep cooking. This is my second chapati. Be very careful with your skin. Be very careful, my friends. The pan is very hot. Press it there. You cook one side. You wait it to cook one side. When it cooks one side, then when you go and press the other side, you flip the other side. I'm just waiting it. You can see it has started cooking. It's now cooking very well. You can see the bubbles, my friends. The bubbles means that the chapati is very soft with the layers. You can see the layers coming out, my people. You flip it now. Wow, it's becoming so beautiful as the way I'm expecting them to be. Remember to pour a little oil. As I told you earlier, don't put a lot of oil to your chapati. If you are not that person who likes a lot of oil like me, I told you we do it like this so that it can get cooked all the sides. All the sides must be cooked, not only one side on the middle. Can you see, guys? Wow, it's very soft. Can you see that? Really very soft. Remember to check the chapati is not yet ready. It's not yet very ready. So make sure you squeeze there so that it can cook all the sides. Be checking. You check so that you don't remove them when they are not cooked very well. Wow, it's ready now. This one side. Can you see the golden patches, guys? See the way it is also cooked all the sides, and it is soft in the middle. It is soft. It's becoming nice. My chapatis are the best. My chapatis are always the best. They are soft. Guys, it's now cooked. The other side's golden patch. This side is golden patch. As you can see, the other side, as you can see, both sides have flipped. This is the other side. It is cooked. I keep pressing them in a hot pot. Yeah. It's soft chapati. As you can see, those chapatis, they are very soft. You eat with beans. Yeah. Wow. Perfect. Thank you, my friends. Subscribe to this channel. support this channel by subscribing. You can write and comment there below. You tell me how and which stew you like eating with chapati. Share and always stay tuned for more videos. Thank you.